Um, Today our character proposal had to be in, and I've done my character proposal, and it's actually looking back for it and listening to me speak about it. There's a lot of the character which I've read about I haven't mentioned, but I'm not sure if that shows I don't understand her, the character, or Ferdinand itself, or the Tempest, or the play, or whatever. But when I did listen back for it, it did also make me realise that I've came a long way, and since the beginning of the Tempest, I've learned a lot about it and Shakespeare and the language and just how they act and how they perform and just everything really to do with my character. Well, not everything because I don't know everything about her, but still. I still don't really know much about the other bits of the play. Only my scene. I should really get to know the other bits of the play because it might help me understand the interior and exterior and everything. But yeah, um, today I'm only doing a what's it called, a log for today's lesson, and then I'll do another log at the end of this week because I've gone back through and I've only got like 7 logs, so I thought I'd add in an extra one, and I'll be able to talk about this lesson more in depth. Today, first of all, we just did a little warm up, and then I thought Reese wasn't going to be in because it got into quarter an hour into the lesson and he wasn't there, and I kind of crapped myself. So my plan was to go onto a computer, research, recite my lines, or go pair up with someone else who hasn't got their group in and kind of get them to read in for Reese for me. So then I'd be practicing and learning. But then he turned up, which was good, and we started practicing, and Rianne gave us some criticism and advice and feedback, or whatever you want to call it, and she said that it looks good, but the ending, Reese puts his arm around me, and then I kind of like spin away because we're like, here's my hand and here's mine with my heart in it, goodbye and stuff. And in all fairness, it does look forced and it doesn't look like what a couple would do. So we kind of came up with a new way and a new stance to do. Instead of him wrapping round and holding me from behind, he's just going to get up from his knees and we're just going to hold hands down at like 45-degree angles. So we're chatting to each other, but we're also facing the audience. And as we practiced it, it was a lot more comfortable and it was just really better, and it was just a lot better, so that worked out good. We also said that in the next lesson we're going to work out our blocking, like for once and for all, because once we've done that, it'd just come together and it'd be tight and we'll understand it. So next lesson, that is our aim. Because we kind of figured that Reese can't go from one side with logs and then go from the other side with logs because then he's just carrying them back and forth. So we've got to kind of figure out what logs is where we're like putting them, and also the times where he's stopping when I'm walking over, when I'm trying to make him to stop and I'm standing and watching him, because we thought it looked a bit messy if I kept him chasing after him. So I'm just going to stand and watch him and occasionally butt in to try and stop him from working, because he doesn't want to be caught by Prospero, my father, because he's trying to prove himself for me. And he thinks that Prospero is watching over him all the time. So he's like trying to prove himself and not like stop working. And Miranda just kind of wants to help and she wants to be kind and be there and give him a break really. But Ferdinand doesn't really want that. He just kind of wants it in the long run, not in the short term. But then obviously ends up proposing to her and stuff, so yeah. But today's lesson has actually really helped because I think both me and Reese see the performance a lot clearer, and we've talked about it today. We've talked about it from our own perspective and as a group couple thing. So yeah, next lesson, hopefully, we should have the staging blocked, and then after that we'll be completely off script, and then hopefully by next week we'll be able to act through it fluently, and it'll be okay then. So let's hope it goes for the best.
Woo.
Yeah.